Patriots. I'm Olivia, and it's Thursday, February 29th. Here's what's happening at ATown today. It's Leap Day and the last Thursday in February. That means today is National Toast Day, a day when we appreciate the greatness of toast. It's also National Rare Disease Day. Seriously. Need a job? Want to make some money for college? If the answer is yes, then get ready for the spring job fair. Employers will be on hand next Thursday, March 7th in the Breezeway and Media Center to talk with you about your plans. Some employers will be hiring on the spot, so polish up that resume. If you need help writing or revising your resume, see Mr. Hamlet in the Career Counseling Center. You might have seen students blocking the halls lately with cameras and lighting and microphones. Chances are those are filmmaking students who are currently in production on a half-dozen original short films written, directed, and edited by Albemarle filmmaking students. ATown Today recently caught up with Mr. P to talk filmmaking and find out more about what's in the works for this year's film festival.
What is filmmaking about?
What is filmmaking about? Filmmaking, as it pertains to my class, is about a group of very diverse but equally strange people coming together to create narrative stories out of their own imaginations and then developing those stories into screenplays, which then get developed into films. It's really just about visual storytelling. Mainly, I tell people that it's about like inventing your own problem so that you can solve it. That's what filmmaking is about.
What is the goal to teach students in filmmaking?
The goal, there's several goals, and a lot of times it depends on the student themselves. If the student is really, really passionate about filmmaking and they already know something about it and they think they want to pursue it seriously, then the goal is to give them all the opportunities that they have to that I can give them to experiment, to learn, to grow, to learn new techniques. If the student comes in thinking that filmmaking sounds like it might be fun, then the goal is to have fun and to make it fun for them and to give them a chance to have a class that maybe isn't quite as demanding or hard as the other classes. So the goals really change depending on who's in the class and what they want to get out of it. But always the goal is to make the best quality films that we can make as a group.
What made you want to teach filmmaking?
In my previous life, before I was a teacher, I was an actor. And when I moved here to Charlottesville, I became friends with a group of people who were making independent films, and they found out that I had some acting background, so I started acting in those films. But it didn't take long before I became more interested in what was happening behind the camera than in front. I became really fascinated with the whole editing process and all the thing that goes into making a film. So I started spending more time sort of helping out with production, learned how to edit, started doing a little bit of directing. And then right around the time that I came back to Albemarle after 5 years of like running around the county being an instructional coach. And about the time that I came back, the school wanted to develop like a digital media program. And since they knew I had some background in film production, they asked me if I wanted to do that. And I've been doing it for 9 years now, and I love it.
What's your favorite thing about filmmaking?
My favorite thing about it, I think I touched on it before. As a filmmaker, my favorite thing has always been that moment where you have 5 or 6 people standing around the camera going, okay, how do we make it look like this person can fly? Or how do we make it look like there's been a car accident? Like those things of like figuring out how to create something visually that doesn't happen naturally. And then that problem-solving process, that collaboration of like, well, what if we do this? Oh, what if we do this? Yeah, but what if we do this? And eventually all those what-ifs kind of turn into the solution to the problem, and you wind up with the look that you were going for.
Do you have any other passions before you came to filmmaking?
Yeah, as I said, I was an actor for years, stage acting mostly in theater. I play music a little bit, and I've released a couple of records of music. But really, outside of like the creative arts, I'm passionate about baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan, and I watch baseball a lot. I used to play baseball. I played baseball in high school and then after college. Yeah, now my passion is falling asleep watching it because I'm old.
In sports news, Friday night, the boys basketball team will play LC Bird in the semifinal round of the Virginia State Championship game. You may recall that Albemarle lost to LC Bird in the regional finals in a nail-biter that sent both teams to states, setting up this chance for some revenge. LC Bird is 23-2 on the season and finished first place in the Dominion District. Albemarle's offense will be led by Ben Wesson, who scored his 1,000th point of his career in the Patriots' win over Potomac Fall on Tuesday. The semifinal game will happen at Thomasdale High School in Chester, Virginia. There are limited tickets available at gofan.com, so if you plan on being there, get those tickets now. That's all we have for now. We'll see you tomorrow on ATown Today.